Sometimes the formula works, sometimes it doesn't. This is the case with this one. Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperCorns. I'm Nick Dorian, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about Universal Pictures' film, Argylle. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm a massive fan of Matthew Vaughn and what he's done with the Kingsman franchise. So when I saw the trailer for his new film about a spy novelist who gets caught up in the spy world as well with a cat, I was incredibly excited. Then I saw the film and went, this felt like it could have been better. Argylle essentially follows reclusive author Ellie Conway, who, after writing best-selling espionage novels of the same name, begins to realize that the plots of her book start to mirror the covert actions of a real-life spy organization, having the lines between fact and fiction begin to blur. It sounded like a real fun ride in tune with what Vaughn has done with the Kingsman series and bringing a sort of meta element into it. And while it works on some levels, the story kind of falls short after a while. While the first act is a lot of fun and shows the contrast between the novel and real life, and having those moments where she can't distinguish which is reality and which is the novel, those bits are a lot of fun. But when the twist comes in the second act, it kind of takes a turn for the worse and kind of delves into a little bit more of a dramatic take. Like, it starts off real fun and exciting with a lot of action sequences and then delves into the real story of it, which tends to get a bit boring and bland after a while. Which is unfortunate because I feel this film could do a lot more than what was delivered. It's such a shame as well because Matthew has gathered a stellar cast for this film. You've got the likes of Henry Cavill, John Cena, Sam Rockwell, Bryce Dallas Howard, Samuel L. Jackson, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara, Richard E. Grant, Dua Lipa. The list goes on and on of stars of this film. And while they deliver some fantastic, hilarious performances, they are overall let down by the story of this film. I think that is where the major disappointment lies. It's the story at the end of the day. Because you've got some fantastic characters and some hilarious and great action moments that are clearly in line with what Matthew Vaughn does best. If you've seen the Kingsman series and what Matthew Vaughn can do with action sequences, he does it again with this. It is over the top, it is fun, it is bright, it is everything you expect, and for that, this film works. But other than that, the plot devices feel almost like a cop-out at points. Like they could have done something so much better, but they just went with the most basic sort of answer. Honestly, it really is such a shame because this could be the start of a real great franchise. And if Matthew Vaughn is still serious about making this its own franchise and combining it with Kingsman and making it into a whole shared universe, he could be onto something great here. With a planned prequel along the way, hopefully things may look up for Argylle, and maybe we might get something even better with this prequel, who knows, but only time will tell. At the end of the day, Argylle is still a fun watch. The cast makes up for it, as well as the action sequences and the hilarity and over-the-topness of it. But again, it will just be let down a little bit by the story. But if you look past that, it is still going to be a great time for a movie night. So do yourself a favor, Argylle is now available on digital. Go rent yourself a copy or buy one and watch it and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to know what you thought of this film. And as always, you can check us out on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. Make sure you go and subscribe to the channel as well as follow all our social media accounts for more updates. Thank you so much again for watching. I'm Nick Dorian, and as always, keep watching the movies.